Well, hello, beautiful souls. It's definitely been a while since I showed up in the video format publicly, and there were reasons for that. I did show up a lot for my apprenticeship group, Ascension of Intimacy School of Tantra, my first cohort of apprenticeship program. And it's been quite a journey. It's been transformative, creative. We were co-creating a new reality, basically living in a new paradigm, pioneering ways of relational intelligence, polarity work, tantric embodiment, really allowing ourselves to live in our truth in the container that is safe, that is supported, that is guided. And so much transformation has happened in this container, including my own transformation. In a way, I feel I have created this apprenticeship program for myself to become a new identity, the next version of my incarnation, of my soul expression. Definitely. And we've been living month by month, module by module. We lived these themes, we opened up these portals, and we explored them fully in alignment with our tantric values, with our principles, using our tools, being in the body, not transcending, and relating to each other from that place of truth and growth, giving, receiving from the heart, tantric principles of embodiment and relating. So it's been extremely rich, extremely potent quantum reality that we co-created, and now we are on the finish line with my students. There is a certification retreat coming up at the end of this month in February, and we are celebrating our new identities. We are celebrating our new world that we have created, and we are devoted to continue building our relationships together and continue building the school, continue building the field of belonging for people who are ready to move to the next level with the way you live, the way you relate to yourself, the way you relate to your lover, your partner, the way you show up in your life, in your work, your business, your family, and who you have become, right? We are no longer compromising on these values. We are in the highest integrity of how we show up and how we relate. And for me, it's been immense metamorphosis starting July 2025, when I was working on the Sacred Union module. I received my own upgrades. I received my own ascension codes that helped me to step up and move through extreme uncertainty, extreme transition to arrive to where I'm at now and what I'm ready to create from this place. The way I live and the way I feel in my skin is so different. It's basically new identity. That what allows us to come back to so-called beginner's mind. Remember, Buddhist beginner's mind. It allows us to start again. It allows us to open a new chapter, like a new life. And it's not like we don't remember what happened to us before. It's not like our memory is erased, like when we're born. We still remember, but we let go of all these threads that create patterns in our life, that keep us trapped in repetition and endless circles of sameness. We created a new, upgraded reality for ourselves, new identity, and we are practicing this beginner's mind, right? So what beginner's mind allows us to do is it releases a lot of energy. that is usually trapped in the body and in the psyche to support all these constructs, mental constructs, and the constructs of beliefs, the constructs of past experiences that created certain responses that based on fear, based on failure, something happened, we've been hurt, betrayal wounds, right? Relationships with others, business didn't work out, like relationships didn't work out. We don't want to carry that anymore. So when you do this reset and you come back to your beginner's mind, you're all new and fresh again while you're keeping your wisdom. You still have those records, but you're no longer acting from the old points of reference. You're no longer repeating those toxic patterns. You no longer feel trapped in sameness. You don't encounter the same kind of people and then encounter the same kind of situations that were there to teach you something, right? So you graduated and you are now in a new chapter, and you can be totally in your beginner's mind, being open to explore, open to be surprised, open to feel this wonder of exploration. The world feels mysterious again. So that's what beginner's mind represents. So now my students, my apprentices, are stepping up in their power, and we are collaborating based on our new model of mycelial leadership, where there is no one leader on the top. It's all horizontal mycelial leadership, where we all working on creating sustainable environment for all of us to thrive. Sacred economy. So Tantra here in our world is not just about sensuality and healing sexual wounds or relational wounds, or it's not just like, oh, we're good in our body, we have healed the relationship with our body. Tantra is also about this mycelial leadership of how we all connected when we embodied and present with each other. How do we build our own new world inside of the agonizing old system that is falling apart right now? So we're definitely focusing on building new world rather than like facilitating the destruction of the old. There are people who are playing that role, and it's beautiful. Like Marianne Williamson said, we need both death doulas and birth doulas. So our school of Tantra is definitely leaning into the birth doulas role. And while everything is falling apart in the external world, we are building a new foundation. Mycelial network, mycelial leadership, horizontal collaboration where everyone wins, nobody loses, right? We don't play that old game of winning and losing. We're collaborating, co-creating. Everyone, the value is distributed, the resources are distributed as we grow as a community, as we grow as a school, as a system, as a field, energetic field that attracts people, because people are craving to belong to something healthy. People are craving to belong to something sustainable, something consistent, something stable, something rooted in the truth of the universal laws, not the flaky human beliefs and flaky human relationships, right? People crave to belong to something that can hold them. People crave to belong to something real, that where they don't need to perform or pretend. You can come as you are, and as soon as you're real, as soon as you're showing up, as soon as you're opening up, we can hold you, right? And all the tools have been integrated in our field, in our school, in these teachings, in this practice, in this relational network. Trauma-informed practice. We're all informed that there is trauma. We've studied it in detail. We lived it. We related from that place. We're aware of that, and we're well equipped, right? Trauma-informed Tantra. We understand the nervous system regulation. We understand the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. We understand the work of trauma-informed therapists out there. We've studied, we read books, we practiced, we've learned some body work. We understand that it's somatic. Our experience is somatic. It's not just being trapped in our minds, in our head. It's not just limiting beliefs in our heads. It's also in our bodies. And we know how to relate to each other, how to hold each other in our bodies. So this is a huge innovation, huge breakthrough to create something that lasts, right? So now as we move to a new chapter, collaborating together with my students, preparing for the second cohort, I'm taking a little sabbatical from this intensity and this depth and this, really showing up every day to build this foundation with people who are so devoted, who are so much in integrity with themselves, and who really want to be of service and share their gifts with the world to create something better here. So I believe it will be a beautiful movement of Tantra, beautiful movement of mycelial leadership, mycelial relational network, and everyone who can touch this space, everyone who receives certain experience, everyone who have a taste of what we have created can be drawn to this field and will be welcomed to contribute to building this new world together with us. So some of my apprentices, like Lacey and Lisa, for example, they are rocking it there. They started their own events in Utah. There are so many people who are interested in Tantra now. And our school of Tantra is not just like, it's not Neo-Tantra. It's very different from other Neo-Tantric schools. It has lineage. The roots are in non-dual Shaiva Shakti Tantra, and shares roots with Hatha Yoga. And all the model modalities and healing practices are weaved into our school. Transpersonal psychology, different modalities of modern breathwork, trauma therapy, trauma-informed practice, right? We studied that. Communication skills, nonviolent communication, authentic relating. Different modalities were weaved into the school to really create a great foundation that has both Asian roots and modern accountability, modern scientific grounded knowledge that can explain so many things about ourselves, of how things work. Some things come from our biology, certain things come from our psychology. There is energetics, there are universal laws, there is a spirituality of Tantra, right? So many layers are weaved into our school, and we're living it in real time now. So if you're interested to learn more about our work, our community, our school, our events, retreats, programs, there are programs one-on-one, and there are group programs, and there will be another cohort for future apprenticeship program that you can join in the wait list. And if you're just curious of what is happening, what are we creating, what we have already created, and what we are growing and building now, and if you want to become part of it, you're welcome to reach out. You're welcome to connect. This is just the beginning.